the recording. Okay, so just want to welcome everybody to the class. Even though the topic that you see on your screen is essential oils made easy, in particular what I wanted to talk about, and as the invite that I sent everybody had on it, is the use of essential oils in this age of a pandemic. So we are going to talk somewhat, we're going to talk a little bit about human anatomy and physiology, just a little bit. I know I don't want to lose people in that, but we are going to talk just a little bit about that. But I did want to talk about viruses. I did want to talk about some oils that are very beneficial to viruses. I want to talk about the ways that we're going to use those oils in order to boost our immune system, as Joyce was just saying. So there are many ways that we can actually help ourselves to not come down with the different viruses that you know, we see wreaking havoc on this world. There are ways that we can help ourselves, right? There's vaccines that could be taken. There's all kinds of things, but what we want to talk about is the boosting of the immune system, because a lot of what we're hearing in the world about the vaccines and all these studies and those types of things, okay, that's all well and good, but we can actually make our immune system. We've got innate immune systems, okay, that we were actually born with, okay? But then we also have learned immunity, okay? And there are ways that we can actually increase our immune systems to strengthen them so that when these viruses might come our way, our bodies are strong enough to actually fight them, all right? We can kind of look at it as kind of like, you know, the way that you see the, you know, the different countries, they build up their military, and, you know, whoever has the strongest military is usually the one that wins the war. Well, within ourselves, we actually have the militia, and that would be our immune system. And so we're going to talk a little bit about ways that we can strengthen this immune system that we have. All right. So I want to just let everybody know that at the end of this class, I am going to be giving away some immune boosting oils, all right? And so I want to show everybody what I'm going to be giving. I don't know if everybody can see this, but this is a bottle of clove, all right? And a lot of people don't know a whole lot about clove, right? What is it that clove can do for us? Now, what I have here at my disposal, which I hope everybody is able to get at some point or another, and it is an essential oil book. Now, this book is a wonderful, wonderful book of resources. All right. Now, I'm actually turned to the page of clove oil. All right. Now, the top uses of clove. All right. Now, you guys stay with me here, because there's a lot of uses for this oil that I'm going to give away today.
Thank you so much.
Liver and brain support, immune boost, circulation and hypertension. Anybody have high blood pressure? Anybody have circulation problems? Tooth pain, cavities. It's often found in toothpaste. Thyroid issues and metabolism support. You have low metabolism, you gain weight, you can't lose it. Clove oil helps with metabolism. Infection, smoking addiction, virus and cold, and emotional balance. So this one little bottle of oil that can be diffused, it can be rubbed topically over your gums, over your teeth. It can be taken internally for all of those benefits that I just stated. We're going to be giving it away. All right, so essential oils made easy, and in particular, essential oils in the age of a pandemic. So let's advance to the next screen. That's always the hardest part. I don't know, I'm gonna have to figure out why this first slide is always the hardest slide. All right, we're gonna start off very simple. All right, 3 goals. All right, I wanna teach you 3 cool things about oils, which we're actually gonna learn more than 3 things. I wanna teach you 3 ways to use your oils, and I want to help you to get these oils into your home. All right, so here's the 3 cool things. They are safe, they are effective, and they are affordable. So they're 100% natural and safe. No side effects, no addiction. They're literally just extracts from plants. all right? And of course, doTERRA is who started the CPTG, Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade Standard. They are pure and potent. And if you look at this slide, it says here that they are 50 to 70 times more powerful than herbs. Now, many of us, we use herbs on a daily basis. And sometimes we never really thought about using the essential oil. All right. So these oils down at the bottom, you see peppermint, you see On Guard, which we are going to talk about On Guard quite a bit. And then there's lavender. We're going to talk about how effective they are and how they literally just diffuse right through the cell membrane. Reason being, essential oils are lipid-based, and our cells are nothing but, it's a double phosphate lipid layer that the oils can very freely and easily diffuse right through. There's no ATP required. There's no active transport required. That's what makes essential oils far more superior than antibiotics. Antibiotics cannot do what essential oils can do. And I know that there's we have to be very careful with some of the claims that we state, but that is a scientifically proven fact. All right. And everybody knows that antibiotics, they help. They sure do. They kill that bacteria, boy, don't they? But they also kill a lot of the good bacteria. And that's why when we're on an antibiotic regimen, oftentimes we're told we have to be careful for yeast infections. We've got to take probiotics. We've got to take, all types of things to, to counter, whether it's acidophilus. They talk about the active cultures in yogurt, and they say to take that while you're taking antibiotics. Well, not so with essential oils, all right? Because essential oils don't target the healthy bacteria. We're going to talk about that in just a little bit. I wanted to just very briefly just talk about how affordable they are. The reason that they're so affordable is that even though this clove oil retails for over $20, all right, it's fairly, fairly small, 15 ml. It's got about 250 drops in it. Okay. Now, when you think about one application of this oil, is roughly about 3 drops. So you divide that into 250 drops, and you've got yourself quite a dosage in this one little bottle. All right. So it's literally pennies per dose. Okay. And when you compare that to the price of pharmaceuticals, it is quite a difference. All right. The 3 ways that we use essential oils. Of course, we know that aromatic is the way that we can use essential oils. Of course, we all know that the topical application is always a way that we can use oils. Of course, some oils are going to be maybe, they can be sensitive, they can cause some skin sensitivity. And so we can always, just cut it with a little bit of fractionated coconut oil or olive oil or something. And it actually helps with not only the amount of surface area that we can cover, but it's also helps with the ease of application and sensitivity. But here's a way that many people don't know that essential oils can be used. They can be used internally. All right, just a few drops in a capsule internally can literally help us to boost our immune system. Okay, so what essential oils do is they literally work with an already existing immune system. All right, we were born, God gave us an immune system for a very good reason. And so what the essential oils do is they give assistance. And so that's where the veggie caps really help. I am going to make sure everybody is on mute because I'm hearing a little bit of background noise here. All righty. Got everybody back on mute. Okay. So wanted to talk about lemon. We want to talk about some of the most popular ones. Lemon is probably the oil that I use the most. It's literally sitting right there in my refrigerator with all my vitamins. And I put a couple drops in my water as I'm taking my vitamins. It's a cleanser for your body. But guess what? It's also a cleanser for your home. The beautiful, beautiful oil. And studies have shown that it reduces anxiety and depression. Studies have shown that it eases morning sickness symptoms. Studies have shown that it's good for cleaning your skin, okay? Because what causes acne on your skin is bacteria, and it cleanses and it kills bacteria. So the same way that it cleanses the bacteria that's on your countertops or on your toilet bowls is the same way that it kills the bacteria that's existing on your face. It acts as a pain reliever. Now that's pretty interesting. It helps you to breathe easier. It calms the sore throat, especially when you use it with tea tree or eucalyptus. It increases your alertness and your concentration. It promotes wound healing, and it treats fungus such as athlete's foot and thrush and yeast infections. Now, those of you who are interested, get your cameras out, get your phones out, I should say. Snap some, some pictures of some of these slides. It is being recorded, but I know a lot of folks like to have, actual snapshots, because I'm going to be giving a lot of diffuser recipes. I know myself, I like to, take snapshots, and I don't want to advance to another slide and you didn't get a chance to snap a picture. Here are some diffuser blends from lemon or for lemon. And some of these are absolutely beautiful. Just think sweet nothings, lemon whisper, which is a doTERRA blend, and cedarwood. Who would have ever thought that lemon and cedarwood would be such a wonderful blend together? How about lemon and rosemary and motivate, to energize? I mean, these are some beautiful, beautiful, just to think to put some of these blends together. You might not ever even think to do that. And so try it out. Try it out. So take a snapshot of this. All right, want to talk a little bit about frankincense, how that it promotes calm feelings, anti-aging, helps cells to perform optimally. It also regulates, the female menstrual cycle. It reduces scars on our skin. It aids in digestion. Who doesn't have digestive issues? It's got anti-cancer properties. It's great for oral health, lowers inflammation. Now, we understand inflammation and pain literally go hand in hand. You have pain, consider that you also have inflammation. And so frankincense helps to lower that inflammation when taken internally. It boosts your immune system, like we were talking about. This is what we need to focus on, boosting our immune system. It also speeds skin healing, and it relieves pain. And here are some frankincense diffuser blends. I had to kind of widen this a little bit to get it a little larger for the screen. So go ahead and take a snapshot on this. You've got focus and concentration with frankincense, peppermint, and lime. Now, who would have thought to put lime with frankincense? Then you've got relaxing. You've got hope. I thought that was pretty interesting. I'd like to try that as soon as I get off this Zoom. Frankincense, bergamot, and ylang ylang. Anything with ylang ylang is good. All right, we've got digestin. Digestin relieves upset stomach, literally on contact. And I've done this. I've literally done this to myself. My stomach was hurting. Rub a little bit of digestin on my stomach, and bam, it goes away. It's good for motion sickness. Good for nausea. You can use it at meal times to help with digestion. All right, for bloating, for gas, on your child's stomach when they've got stomach upset. Deep Blue. Deep Blue is an awesome oil for any kind of pain that you have, joint pain, muscle pain. It's also good if you have headaches, because oftentimes headaches are from neck tension. And that's one thing that I used to deal with more often than not. But now if maybe I wake up and maybe I slept wrong or something, a little bit of Deep Blue on my neck, and it really helps. And there's a couple little ideas there, with growing pains with your children. And I thought the last idea was a good idea. Want to connect with your grandma? Next time you're with her, ask her for her hands and put a little bit of Deep Blue and a little bit of coconut oil or olive oil and give her a good hand massage. You'll be her best grandson or granddaughter. Breathe. Now here's a real awesome one. Helps lungs and sinuses, promotes clear breathing. A lot of people literally put breathe in their CPAP machine. Provides a natural solution to help minimize the effects of seasonal threats. All right. And it also just literally helps you to sleep better. Uplifting, bright, and fresh. Here's an awesome diffuser blend. Go ahead and snap a picture of this. We got 3 drops of Breathe, 2 drops of Wild Orange, and 3 drops of Lime. Doesn't that, it just sounds awesome. All right, and we're going to talk about Wild Orange, invigorating, energizing, and uplifting. So everything positive, everything happy about this citrus oil. And while many people diffuse Wild Orange oil to purify the air, the oil also uplifts your mood. It increases your feelings of energy. Maybe, you know, if you've got a stress-filled day, you know, put a little bit of Wild Orange and some peppermint in your diffuser, or right in the palm of your hand. A drop of Wild Orange and a drop of peppermint. Rub your hands together, take some deep breaths, keeping, you know, don't get it in your eyes, and let it just give you that energy. You could rub the rest of it on your neck. It's a wonderful smelling oil. And here are some awesome diffuser blends. Alrighty, we've got On Guard. Now we're going to start talking just a little bit about viruses and viral activity. All right, On Guard is advertised as a protective blend that can be used to support the immune system. It contains a blend of 5 essential oils. All right, one of them we already talked about was the clove bud, but it also contains wild orange peel, cinnamon bark, eucalyptus leaf, and rosemary leaf. And On Guard was found to reduce inflammatory markers in human cells. It also indicated that the oil blend may promote wound healing and immune function. Now, according to a study in 2010, On Guard blend may be effective in helping treat and control the influenza or flu virus. Now, these are studies, and they are continuing to happen. However, there is some very positive results coming out of these different studies. Now, the study also found that the oil weakened the flu virus in canine kidney cells that were infected. These cells, which are called the MDCK cells, are commonly used in flu research because of their susceptibility to the virus. They also discovered that the oil may prevent this virus from producing as many viral proteins and being able to replicate as strongly. Now, those of you who might not understand the replication process of viruses in our bodies, understand one thing: the more times that virus has replicated, the greater your symptoms will be. All right, so when we talk about viral infection, all right, that's when that virus has replicated so many times that you actually feel sick. Because at any given time, we have got a virus going on in our body, and our body's own immune system kills it. Okay, so that's exactly what we want. We want our body to kill it. We don't want to pump our bodies with antibiotics that literally take over the immune system, thereby weakening the immune system. That's why, you know, with children, I know everybody out there with children know this. When you go to the doctor and the doctor wants to give your child antibiotics and they don't even know that they have an ear infection or some type of an infection, what do? You question it. You want to know, why am I giving my child this antibiotic? Because what happens is when you give antibiotics so much, it literally will weaken your immune system. Why? Why is that? So just think about it. Anything in our body, whether it's a muscle, whether it's the immune system, whether it's our heart, whether it's our brain, the more you use it, the stronger it gets. If something else is coming in and taking over what your own body is supposed to be doing, what happens? It weakens down, right? That's why we always talk about, putting our kids in front of a TV. What does it do? Weakens the brain. Why? Because they're not using their brain, they're being fed something into our brain. The more you use your heart, when you exercise, you do cardiovascular, what happens? Your heart gets stronger through reason of use. It's the same thing with your immune system. If you pump antibiotics They take over your immune system. Your own immune system says, hey, it's vacation time, right? So what we need to do is we need to strengthen that immune system. We don't override our immune system, we strengthen it. That's where essential oils come in. Just a little bit of, of anatomy and physiology. It's just, it has to be there when we're talking about, viruses and things. So, so how do the oils actually kill not only viruses, but also bacteria, right? They kill it by getting into the cell, because that's exactly what happens with a virus. A virus penetrates a cell, it injects its DNA, it replicates in the cell, it explodes the cell, and it sends, whether they're phages, it sends them all throughout the body. And then each of those go into another cell and infect those cells. That's how we get those whether it's a bacterial overgrowth or whether it's a viral infection. All right. The essential oils, they can penetrate the cells to get to the virus. That's what we want. We want the substance to get into where that virus is hiding. That's where essential oils are superior to antibiotics. Now, I am not going to say, I'm not a doctor, I am certainly not going to say that there is never a time for antibiotics. I'm not going to say that at all. But to understand that essential oils can do what antibiotics cannot do, that is an absolute fact. And you can go to pubmed.gov to learn a little bit more about, see, and that's what I'm saying. Essential oils are actually, there's a lot of studies. The problem is that the FDA does not regulate this industry, all right? Now, I know that this slide is extremely difficult to see, but I thought that the information was worthy to be put in with this presentation. All right, so the best antiviral and antibacterial oils are tea tree oil, eucalyptus, lemon, which we spoke about, pine, peppermint, cinnamon, lavender, clove, thyme, and oregano. All right. Now, one thing to just make mention is when you look at your oil, and I've got clove and I've got oregano sitting right here. So literally, I'm protected, right? Clove and oregano, very, very powerful. But the interesting thing, and I just want to make mention of this, is when you get a bottle of essential oil, okay, and just do this. Next time you're at the health food store, next time you're at Walmart, all right, grab a bottle of oil, okay? If you can find oregano, or if you can find clove, or if you can find lemon, or if you can find peppermint or wild orange, whatever you can find, lavender, take a look at the side of the bottle. Now, the side of my bottle says essential oil supplement. That word supplement is very, very important. It's got underneath there, it says supplement facts. And then it talks about, the amount per serving, the daily value. It's exactly what you find on the side of anything that you find in your grocery store that you're going to consume internally. You have to have the supplement facts. So what that means is that these are safe to consume internally. Okay. Now I know that there's a lot of people out there who say, oh, don't take them internally. Don't take them internally. One thing I want you to think about. If you can sprinkle oregano on your food and then eat your food. If you can cut open an orange and eat the orange. Why couldn't you internally take the oils? It's a question. The reason that a lot of people say don't take them internally is because there's a lot of oil companies out there that are filling these bottles partly with the oil, partly, but also with other synthetics. And what those synthetics are are things that fill the bottle up. That's why you can get it cheaper. That's a problem. Okay. They might even say on it, it might say 100% pure oregano oil. But they don't tell you, and if you just flip that bottle over and you see what else is in there, the oregano that's in there might very well be 100% pure. It's the rest of what's in that bottle that's the problem. All right. So we can talk more about that, but I wanted to make mention of that because, you know, I'm making a lot of claims here, right? I'm saying take these internally, right? Drink them, right? Well, I've been taking them internally now for years. And guess what? I've lost weight. I have not gotten sick in, I can't even tell you the last time I've gotten sick. It's been years. I used to suffer from migraines. Can't tell you the last time I've had a migraine. It's been a long, long time. Kind of coincidentally, at the same time I started taking the oils. Now, hey, maybe it's just a coincidence, but you know what? I would be kind of foolish to just say that it's just coincidence because I was literally getting migraine headaches maybe every other week. If it was a good month, maybe once a month. And these weren't just your headache to where it's like, oh, I just got a headache and you just move slow that day or whatever. You just make note of it. No, this was a kind of a migraine. I could not get out of bed. As a matter of fact, I could get out of bed. I went out of bed to go to the bathroom, to throw up and go back into bed. I had to have the blinds shut. I couldn't even talk, forget about looking at my phone. I could not, my eyes would not even allow me. It was painful to even just look. I had to have my eyes closed. So it's not a coincidence. So illnesses that are resistant to antibiotics make fighting off virus that much more difficult. Fortunately, your body will not develop a resistance to essential oils. Isn't that beautiful? Essential oils are tough on viruses while gentle on your body. And unlike antibiotics, essential oils do not destroy everything in its path. Rather, it eliminates the virus while supporting your overall health. Isn't that beautiful? What a beautiful claim. Tell me the last time your Z-Pack can make a claim like that. And when you're really sick, what do they give you? And like I say, if I'm really sick and I'm going to take that Z-Pack, but I also understand that it's doing good things, but it's also doing bad things, right? So whether you're using essential oils to prevent yourself from getting sick or in conjunction with other medicine to kick the virus faster, these essential oils will help maintain and restore your health in no time. So what I say, all of this is about, it's about prevention. Prevention is key, right? It's kind of like if you were in a war, the most beneficial thing that you could do is to keep your enemy at bay. Keep them far away from you, right? Prevent the enemy from infiltrating your camp, right? That's the most important thing they can do is prevent something from prevent you from having to engage in hand-to-hand combat, right? Okay. Same thing with viruses. Same thing with bacteria. The most important thing we could do is prevent ourselves from infection. We know we live in a world of viruses. Viruses are all around us, right? I know we were talking last night, Claire and Maria and Lisa and Darrell. We were talking last night about just about COVID, and it's like, who knows which of us might have had COVID in our bodies, right? Well, I'm going to find out. I want to know if I've got antibodies to COVID. But my whole point in saying that is that, we might have actually, or I might have actually been in contact with COVID, and because of the use of essential oils, it didn't get very far. I prevented myself from being infected. That doesn't mean that the virus didn't enter my body. An infection does not mean that you're not all around these things and they don't enter into your body. Just as a natural process of our respiration. We're inhaling whatever's out there. That's not what I mean by prevention. What I mean is that when it does enter in, that we're able to ward it off. We keep it at bay. Okay, we keep ourselves from being infected. All right, take a snapshot of this. This is a flume, and I know my daughter, oftentimes she would come over, she would say, Mom, I feel like I'm getting sick, give me a flu bomb, right? And I always tell her, as I'm making this up, I say, listen, you really should have been, this should have been what you've been doing all along, right? Because sometimes it's like, oh, we feel like we're getting sick, and all of a sudden we want to grab all of our oils. That's not the way it works. Remember, it's prevention, building that strong immune system, right? That would be like the United States military. When we get attacked, all of a sudden then it's like, oh, okay, we better, we better increase our troops and, make bombs or tanks or whatever. I'm not into all the war stuff, but I'm just saying, using that as an analogy. That's not the time to start building up your military, is when you're being attacked. It's before that attack happens. That's exactly what this is. It's an immune support blend. This is what you put, whether it's in a shot glass, whether it's in a roller bottle, or whether it's in a veggie cap, which we're going to talk about in just a minute. Here's another immune bomb. On Guard, lemon, melaleuca, and oregano. It's a quick immune boost. All right, getting ready to get on a flight. You're getting ready to go somewhere where there's people around. This is going to boost an already strong immune system. It's not going to all of a sudden give you supersonic powers, right? We understand that. Now, veggie caps. A lot of people don't know about veggie caps. And when I tell people about veggie caps, they're like, oh my goodness, I didn't know anything about that. And they're so cheap, so cheap. I think it's 160 that you get in this bottle. I think it's like, what, $5 or something like that. Super cheap. And like I told you, when my daughter comes and she's like, Mom, make me a flu bomb. That's exactly what I do, is write what you see there. A little bit of oregano, a little bit of melaleuca, a little bit of On Guard, a little bit of frankincense, right? 2 drops of each in a veggie capsule down the hatch with a lot of water. All right? Very, very good for you. And only doTERRA, there's actually very few essential oil companies that would actually encourage you to take their oils internally. Alrighty, here's some really cool diffuser blends. And I really like this one because when I saw the Manuka, I was like, oh, I got Manuka. Does anybody have Manuka out there? Who has Manuka besides Lou and Joyce? Who has Manuka? If you don't, you might want to try it. Another slide with immune boosting diffuser blends. Look at some of these blends. I like the Poof blend. Isn't that such a cute name? Poof blend. Take it and poof, right? Now I'm not saying that the oils do all these miraculous types of things, but they boost your already strong immune system, all right? It's kind of like just giving you a little, a good little dose of, how many people they take like zinc or something like that to, I've never really been into all that kind of stuff, but I know people do that kind of stuff, before they get on a plane or whatever, they might take, these types of things. Well, here you go. These are your immune boost. Top health concerns, you think about what yours might be. All right. I know I've got a couple, just a couple, that I want to actually learn a little bit more about. And so these are the things that you want to learn about. And I'm going to tell you something, getting a book like this is very, very good. It's about $25. You can go to oillife.com. It's about $25. And what this does is it separates in 3 different sections. You have one section, and it's going to give you very quick and fast information, like if you have a cold or if you have a canker sore, if you have, things like that. And it's going to give you page numbers. It's going to tell you the top oils for that. And then you move on to this section here. And this is probably my favorite section because the pictures are absolutely beautiful. All right, it actually gives you pictures of what these plants, or whether it's bark, whether it's the roots and those types of things, flowers. It's going to actually show you where the oils actually come from. It's going to tell you how they're distilled. It's going to give you their top uses. And then what I like about this section right here is it's actually going to go into body systems. All right. So whether or not maybe you've got issues with, let's just say you've got issues with your cardiovascular system, right? Well, there's systems. Let's say you've got muscle issues with your musculoskeletal system. Let's say you've got issues with your nervous system, right? Or maybe your endocrine system. All right. There's a lot of people out there that have got endocrine issues. And so what it does is it goes into all of these different systems. It talks about your skin, your immune, your lymphatic. It's a wonderful, wonderful tool. And then in the very back, it's got cooking with essential oils. Now, how cool is that, right? Cooking with the essential oils. How about making up a batch of peppermint brownies? Now that sounds pretty awesome. It talks about, even laundry, right? How to incorporate your oils, in laundry. It talks about personal care and even maternal and pregnancy things. It's got itchy skin belly butter, stretch mark blend, hemorrhoid relief, after birth. There's all kinds of things that are in here, supplemental things, even essential oils for use with pets. All right, so this book here is an invaluable support when you want to learn about how you can get these oils into your life, personally into your life. What I use might be a little different from what you use. Okay, and I wanted to just very briefly talk about the lifelong vitality. All right, I haven't been talking about lifelong vitality very much, but I do want just to make mention that this really is the building block for everything that I'm talking about, okay? Because supplementation is so very important. And literally, these supplements are the #1 product that doTERRA sells, and for a very good reason, all right? These supplements are actually what I attribute to doing away with my migraines, all right? Just for your energy, your vitality. These supplements are wonderful. All right, and we can talk a little bit more about these maybe in another class, but let it be known that these are whole food multivitamins and minerals. They give you antioxidants, longevity. Not only your omega-3s, but your omega-6s, your omega-9s, and they give you 9 essential oils in here. All right, and a lot of those oils are part of the immune protocol. All right, so you can purchase retail, you can purchase wholesale, and then you can purchase wholesale and earn free oils. All right, that's the way I do it. That's the way a lot of people do it. So if you want to learn how to do that, it's called the LRP Reward Program. And you just have to make one purchase a month to actually be on that program, but then you get rewarded by doTERRA for your loyalty to their products. doTERRA is a very generous company. All right, now here's a couple of the awesome kits. This is the Healthy Start Kit, gives you 10 of the foundation oils, many of which we talked about today, and it gives you a really cute diffuser. Here's another one, very similar to the first one, but these are 3 times the size, gives you a bigger diffuser, and it gives you the copaiba and the adaptive oils, which are very good for neurological as well as immune support, cardiovascular support. That copaiba, it touches so many different body systems. It's a very, very good oil. We've got the Healthy Habits Kit, which for those of us that love the supplements, I love supplements because they're very quick and easy. Just pop them in my mouth. I have no stomach issues after. Just make sure you're taking a lot of water with them. Take them with food. The Deep Blue Rub it's a bottle of the Deep Blue in this rub, which is very, very good it gives you a lot of body coverage, and that's why that rub is very, very good. I absolutely love it. Okay, live, share, and build for those who might be interested in getting their oils for free and making some money with doTERRA. Let me know if you're interested in that. And that is the end of my class. Actually, yeah, I'm not going to go into all of this. That is the end of my class. And I'm going to look at everybody's faces now. I am going to stop recording here.